I would like to call up our next speaker, which is Sisi. Obviously, a lot of you guys know Sisi from off TikTok and various social medias.
Hello, everyone. Across the world, women's oppression wears many different masks. In some places, it is enforced by authoritarian regimes like the Taliban, who force women to mask their faces under threat of violence. A covering imposed by men designed to erase women from public life. Here in England, we tell ourselves, thank God we don't live there. We tell ourselves here that women's oppression can't exist because we don't see a clear mask. But what we miss is this. Here in England, it wears a uniform, a police uniform. I hoped that when I spoke out on the 5th of November, my fight with Derbyshire Constabulary was behind me. I hoped I could step back and spend my time supporting others within the community that has been built through the support. Sorry, my nose is running. Through the support that you've all given me. I hope that today I'd be standing here speaking only in solidarity with other women, because there is solidarity in sisterhood. The police, however, arrested me and accused me of inciting hate. But you all heard me speak. You heard no hate. So where is it? It's not in my words, it's not in my speech, it's not in my posts. What they're reacting to is a woman speaking as an equal. Shame! That is a status threat, not public safety. That is misogyny wearing a uniform. They tried to silence me with fear, and for a moment it worked. For a month, I embodied what they call the right to remain silent. But then I remember what I said at the last protest. It's not a right, it's an order. It's an order designed to protect power, not people, so I spoke out. Over 7 million people saw the face of the officer who assaulted me, their colleagues. That assault happened for one reason only, because the officer could not tolerate a woman speaking to him as an equal. And this is not just my experience. Women are being arrested for speaking online about abuse, for warning other women, for safeguarding themselves and each other. Speech meant to protect is being reframed as a harassment. Men who are exposed or challenged claim severe alarm and distress. The only thing they are alarmed and distressed about is that they might be held accountable. The police accept that argument, the CPS prosecute it, and the Crown Court continues to allow it. But harassment law was never meant for this. It exists to address serious harm, not fear of legal consequences, and the High Court has already ruled. In Nina Creswell's case, I don't know if any of you are familiar with it, if not, check it out. The High Court recognised that women speaking publicly about abuse is protected speech because it is necessary for safeguarding, because it protects other women. And if that speech does not meet the threshold for defamation, a civil matter, it cannot possibly meet the threshold for a criminal offence. This is the law being used against the people it was written to protect. When I spoke here last time, I said Derbyshire Constabulary, police people, not crime. 15 days later, they doubled down. They came to my home, not because of the crime, but because of a social media post, a post I didn't even upload. It was uploaded by Rebecca Goodwin, who stood right here with me last time. This is what the police chose. They chose to police people, they chose to police speech, and they chose to police the women who spoke out. What they did to me was designed to break me, but instead it strengthened my resolve. And the reason it strengthened it is sisterhood. When the police arrested me, my friend Tori rang them again and again and again. When they set me free, she picked me up. She made sure I wasn't alone. She found me a solicitor when I was too unwell to think. She set up an email address just to help me navigate the legal process. And when I needed a wheelchair because the injuries done to me, she pushed me into court to hearings I could not face alone. Then my other friend took me into her home for an entire month. She kept me safe, she made sure I ate, rested, and stayed connected to family life. That love, that care, that community is the reason I survived. That's why I'm still here, because there is solidarity in sisterhood. At the start, I spoke about women being forced to cover their faces. Here, control looks different, but the aim is the same. Instead of covering women's faces, they are trying to erase our voices through arrest, through prosecution. When a state punishes women for speaking out about harm, for warning other women, for safeguarding themselves, that is not democracy functioning, that is authoritarian control. The mask has changed, but the message is the same: know your place. These marches are happening today across the UK. While we stand here, our sisters stand in Manchester, in London, in Brighton. They march for us and we march for them, because there is solidarity in sisterhood. Silence is what power expects. Unity is how we survive. So we stand together in solidarity, not in violence, because there is solidarity in sisterhood. We use our voices, we demand accountability, and we grow stronger together in solidarity, not hatred, because there is solidarity in sisterhood. And let this be what they hear today. We're not afraid, we're not going anywhere, we'll still be here, because there is solidarity in sisterhood. Thank you.
Thank you, Sisi. That was an amazing speech, as usual.